Yo, what's up, team?
Oh, hey! Is a dictionary up?
Yeah, I don't know.
Get rid
I
of
don't
that.
know what it is.
Oh. Morning, guys. Chief here.
Kenan here.
There we go. Hey, we're back. You know, we had a week off. It's been we were pretty hungover last week, and we had to get a few things done. So we're back this week. Auntie Mo couldn't make it this morning, but this fella did.
Yep, I'm here now. I'm here
And
now.
you are dusty as hell.
I'm dusty, man. I didn't really have a big when we had a big one last weekend at Nationals. I didn't actually go too big, but I went pretty big this weekend. So I'm feeling it. But I'm glad to step in. I'm glad to be stepping in.
Yeah, stepping in.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is that today we're going to quickly recap Nationals because we haven't had a chance to do that. We'll kind of talk through kind of a little bit about the weekend, some of the disasters that happened with a few things, but kind of positives, negatives out of it. And then we're going to kind of talk about Battle Tested. That's coming up in 2 weeks. We'll talk a little bit about that. Talk about the rest of the year as well for 808. And it's kind of like an overview. So just think of this as a chance to have an online video chat with us live. So if you've got any questions, obviously feel free to DM us. But bro, first up, how did you think Nationals went?
As a whole, I really enjoyed it.
Yep.
I mean, it's always awesome throwing down with everybody. I think everybody was really excited to do it and all that kind of stuff. It was cool to see the guys who were, because we were in intermediate and scaled last year, and to see everybody kind of move up was awesome, and see all those guys kind of take on new challenges was cool. I don't know. I don't really want to talk about the swim event.
I think we do.
Yeah, or I'll let you talk about it. But I think that's, and our the RX version of the sprint event. I think those two could have been better events. But other than that, the rest of them were. I loved them. They were cool. I think everyone. I think there was highlights for everyone. Like Sammy doing a 10-meter handstand walk.
Beast.
Like not many people get to see. Like I train with her every morning, and she's been doing that for a long time. So to see her being able to do it was a big highlight for me.
Yeah, it was a massive one.
And just seeing everybody else. You getting your handstand walks? You got what? You got 20, 30 meters?
Yeah. So I got a full 10-meter one, and then I got some like 9 and 8-meter ones. But just I learned some really valuable lessons on that one around just trusting myself a bit more in the handstand walk, because I'm definitely capable of it. So outside of that, I just thought it was I thought the first 2 workouts were really awesome. I mean, we had a bit of a faux pas with one of the judges on the second one, but we just kind of dealt with it. I'll delve into the swim event. So for those that don't know the swim event, but I think most of you do, what it was broken into 2 parts. Part A was 3 people had to do a certain amount of calories on a machine, and then once that happened, one person then jumped in, swam to the other end of the pool where one of our members were, and then you had to drag them back like a rescue swim. But for some reason, they decided to chuck a 20-kilo plate to the front of their chest, which basically meant that they were all sinking. So Canyon led off for us on the swim and got down, and Amber was our hero that day, and she basically kept calm and controlled and put herself in a really not a nice position. And what happened was that as you're swimming, it's a 2-meter pool, and if you're not kicking hard enough, you're all going to start to sink. And that kind of started to happen for her. And it became not a test of fitness; it became a test of survival and kind of skill sets. I think that's kind of what he's trying to test, but it just didn't get executed very well. So we did that. Lucky we had Sammy in there to help us through that middle section of that. And then, and if it wasn't for Amber being so calm under pressure, the outcome would have been remarkably different. We would not have had the score that we did. So it was a shit of a workout, eh?
Yeah, no, it was. I think because I went off first, and we didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
We didn't know how hard it was going to be, and then I got to the other end. She grabbed her plate, and I was like, okay, sweet. And then kicked off, and then I immediately just went, and I was just like, fuck. And I'm like, wow, I gotta kick way harder than I think. I gotta go like max effort kick, and plate dropped, and it was real awkward because she didn't want to swim down to get it because then she'd get penalised. She wasn't allowed to touch the bottom.
Yeah.
But then I couldn't go down because I was fucked. So I just done like a 30 cal max effort on the bike and then done the swim. So I was fucked. I could have gone down, grabbed it, picked it up, but then I'd have to sink back down again. So, but yeah, it was it quickly changed from, as you were saying, to like I was just scared for Amber.
Yeah.
Trying to keep her alive. So like I was literally like one point walking along the bottom, holding her up, and then ended up getting back to the shallow end, and it was all good after that. But fuck, man, it was a really interesting. It was interesting. Not the word. It was scary because the crowd was starting to get really anxious, and you can kind of feel like the whole, because it was packed. There must have been like 1,000 people around the pool. Yeah.
And we kicked off, and we were all going hard. Everyone's like screaming, and then you start to see it just start to quieten down a lot because people are now no longer cheering for you to get to the end. They're more in shock because there's people crying. There's people trying to claw to the side of the pool. There was people having panic attacks.
Yeah.
Friends of ours at Kiermaier, their daughters watching their mum go underwater and not come back up, and that's pretty gnarly. So I think from an experience point of view for us as athletes, for me personally, it made me work way harder than I needed to work just because I didn't want Amber to go underwater. And then from a point, it just sucked really. And then they redid the swim event at the end of day 2, which was fine, and we were kind of relatively the same. So, and then we had the obstacle course.
Yeah, I didn't. So like, I don't know. When I got there, it felt like unlike the other events where you were like super nervous and you were ready to go hard. It kind of felt like because there was no spectators, it was just the RX people. I don't know. The vibe was a lot different. It was more like of a funsy thing. Like people were like having banter with people during the race, like and stuff like that. And it just didn't feel like it felt more like just kids at a playground.
Yeah, like a training run.
Yeah, rather than like an actual. I would have much preferred to have done the sprint that the intermediate and scale guys did. I reckon that would have had a bit more intensity to it and a bit more seriousness to it.
Cool photos, by the way. I just saw Danae's put some photos up of our guys doing the sprint. I've never seen pars move so fast.
I haven't seen any of them, so I'm going to have a look after this.
So, but it was a great weekend. There's some real highlights. I think definitely the highlight for me on day 1 was Sammy doing her handstand walk, and then Amber fucking being like a stone cold killer for us in the water. And then day 2, it was this guy. This one right here. There he is. It was, and for those that have watched Kenny over the last several years, and Samantha will be the one that will probably be able to dictate this a bit better. Canyon has had some demons, right, with some competition stuff from back in 2016 and etc. It was exterminated on day 2. I've never seen him work so hard. Talk to us about the first workout.
That was the carry?
It's the stretch carry.
The carry, yeah. I don't know, I was just like, I don't know, I just went into it like in my zone. I saw you guys go, and I saw you and Sammy like hurting, and I was like, fuck, this is going to hurt. And then I think I just, I don't know, it's just a bit of a mindset change. I was just like accepting the fact that like, that it was going to hurt. I remember I picked up Kendall, we ran down, I got about halfway down the hill, did a quick change with Brendan, and then jumped on the stretcher and we just ran it, no breaks back. And then we got to the clean and jerk. I think we had three minutes.
Yeah, no, it was about 3.5 minutes. 3.5 minutes.
And then, and I was
go time.
Yeah, I was just go time. I was just like, oh fuck, and I remember I was just like zombie mode. Like I was just like I was in pain, but I was just like, just keep moving. And it was cool. It was awesome. Yeah, I'm glad I'm glad I pushed that hard and could help the team. And that
saved us. That like literally bumped us up.
Yeah.
Quite significantly, that second portion. And I think we got 11th in that one, and then even higher actually, might have been 9th. And then we did into the next workout, which was the shoulder to overhead, and that was the one that he was most excited about because it was a heavy barbell.
Yeah, I was excited, and then I saw the weight of it, and I quickly like changed my mind. Yeah, I was like, oh, that's heavy,
real heavy.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I was super nervous going into the because I was like, fuck, I might not even be able to get one round, or I don't know. But then, yeah, I don't know. It helped having everybody right in front of me because we were always on that fight that end day, and we had like so I could hear and see like all the 808 guys and my parents and even like one of my best mates who came and watched me, and so now it was cool. It was a cool vibe, definitely.
You know what was interesting was that I think we had the loudest supporters.
Yeah, without doubt. Yep.
Like literally, I think that's one of the key things for the gym is that when we go to these events, regardless if it's a small little local event or it's the national stage, our guys, the whole conglomerate of gnarly humans that we have, comes in and yells and screams and supports. But it's not like overbearing. What it is, it's just like super. It just kind of amps us up. You have no idea how much it helps us out on the floor. So watching him do his 115 was unreal. Some of the other highlights for me was watching Rian come in. He only came in 2 weeks before nationals because with everything, man, nationals is always, like a really kind of weird scenario. We always have people get injured and life happens. So Rian came in and he was phenomenal. He did a really good event. Our kids team overall, a lot of them are scoured athletes and they've came up and they performed exceptionally well. Channel and Faith, Chantel, being an anchor in the group, and then the boys did really well. Our oldies who definitely showed they aren't oldies, like our Bears team, they were unbelievable. Paz, he has a way of stepping up and just doing his thing, and Fee and Rochelle and Stefan. I'm watching Rochelle battle on those handstands.
Oh man, we were watching up top 8.
And we were just willing it for it to happen.
And a couple of times I reckon she would have got it. Actually, I've even talked to her about it. She's like, I would have got it if the last time there was not enough time, and then that other time I think someone was in the way.
A lady fell down right in front of her.
It's just distracting, but.
So incredible, and also to Ben and Carly and Danny and Mo for doing some judging and helping out behind the scenes. We've only had positive feedback based on what they did. That was awesome. So that was nationals in a nutshell. And then everyone's come back and we're kind of getting ready we got Central Falls this weekend in Whangarei. Did you see that new rule? There's no butterfly pull-ups.
I read it in the group, in the group thing. So what, you got to do the
normal kip?
The normal kip. Got to practice that. I haven't done that in ages. Okay.
So that's a cool little concept, little bit of a switch on that. And so there's some fun workouts. So we'll go out there for that. And then we've got battle tested 2 weeks, or actually less than that, 12 days.
12 days.
Hope you're ready. Workout 3 gets released today at 12 o'clock.
Are there any, because you released some more spots, didn't you?
So Scout again is gone. Now we've got 16 Scout teams. We've got 9 intermediates, 5 RX. I would be really happy if we were to get the intermediates fully done and RX at the half capacity, and we will be in for a hell of a ripper of a day. We have an unbelievable amount of prizes coming as well. From Killcliff, Base Chiropractic, from Bitty Boy, from Fix, from Industrial Athletic, etc., etc. So we've got some big prizes coming. What are you most excited to see at Battle Tested?
At Battle Tested, I'm excited to see some, because there's some members in here that haven't done a comp, right? It's their first one. I'm excited to see them, so see how they go, and I'm excited for what one is it? I think it's the last one.
Is it the
the
double part?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
I'm excited to see some pain faces.
The last 2 workouts are really bad, and actually there's workout 4 to be released tomorrow. I actually haven't told Kenyon this, but there's going to be a little twist to it. I'm going to tell him after this, and I guarantee his face will be like this.
Glad I'm not doing it.
Glad I'm
not doing it.
So it's going to be ruthless. So the whole concept of it was for people who have never done a comp to come do one. For those that haven't had a chance to do one this year because of COVID, they can come in and do it. The second reason that we wanted to do it was for our gym to try something new and to really test us as a facility and us as a unit to get together and do something really cool. So that was that. And then the last thing was a lot of comps try and really spread things out, right? There's like a gymnastics wide, there's a heavy wide, there's a barbell, there's an aerobic capacity. There's, that's kind of like the theme generally kind of follows in that format. I just wanted straight barbell.
Yeah.
Just a straight old school.
Yeah.
Get a bit of metal in your hands, throw it around, and hope to God that you survive.
Yeah.
That's what the goal is for Battle Tested, and we hope to achieve it. So I'm actually, right after this, we'll be going on. I'm going to be doing all the exercise, all the throwing sheets. That's my number one task today. That goes to Autumn, who will then change it all because I'm terrible at that sort of stuff, but she'll make it all pretty. And then our new rig arrives today or tomorrow.
Yeah. So when's that going up?
This week. I haven't figured out when. So we'll be asking for people to come in and help us one evening to take some parts down, etc., etc., etc. And we're going to redesign the rig. And then on Wednesday, Autumn and I are going through, doing a walkthrough of the actual flow of the whole day, how it's going to go. And then on Thursday, my goal is to do the heat sheets. We'll have that set up. And then Saturday, all athletes will receive an email from us with everything in it. So it'll have the heat sheets. It'll have where the briefing is, the standards, all the WODs in it, where you can park up, where you can pitch a little gazebo and chill out, coffee places, etc., etc. So we'll have it all there ready for you. And I think I've got to order the portaloos today as well.
Awesome. It sounds like it's going to be a cool next couple of weeks.
Yeah, it'd be fun and exciting.
Yep.
Yeah. Plans for you this week?
Plans for me this week? Well, try and recover still. And then,
Dusty.
I'm dusty. And then have I'm probably going to have a big week of training. Start training for individuals. Nats.
I'm looking forward to you training in Nats, bro.
Yeah. So
fun.
I'm excited. So start delving into that. And then other than that, and then head down to Central Falls. Up to Central Falls. It's in Whangarei. Whangarei, yeah.
Hey, we did half Atlanta the other day. Were you sore?
Yeah, my biceps are glowing. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't figure out what it was, and I was like, oh yeah, it's the
and my lats.
It's the fucking 150 pull-ups.
Yeah, 150 pull-ups in my ass from the box pistols.
Yeah.
Because you and I are so bad at them.
Yeah, exactly. And my quads were smoked too.
And I've ripped up my finger. I don't know if you can see that up there. Yeah, just tore that to pieces.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, what we'll do is that we'll get out of here. We'll let you guys get on your way. We've got some breakfast to do and a ton of work to do on laptops.
Sweet.
But thank you very much, team. We will see you all tomorrow. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but we'll talk about something.
Sweet team. Catch you later. Bye. Choo.